The other day I was talking to a lady who was diagnosed with cancer, and she had to go through treatment. And she prayed, God, if you're going to help me through this, I need a sign from you. Something. Well, that day as she was in the waiting room in the clinic where she was going to, she looked up and she saw a beautiful picture. And there was a scripture underneath that picture. It was Jeremiah 29:11. It says, I know the thoughts and plans I have for you. Thoughts to give you a hope and a future. She looked at that and read that scripture, and she said, I'm going to believe that that's my sign. A couple days later that week, she went to dry cleaners to pick up some clothes. And as she got in there, she noticed there was a little plaque right above the counter. And it was just a little scripture plaque. You know what scripture it was? It's Jeremiah 29:11. A few days after that, somebody sent her an email. And in the email, they had some really pretty scenery pictures. And they had some scriptures. And the very first scripture on that email was Jeremiah 29:11. Usually when the universe, when God is trying to tell us something, we see it over and over and over again. And this lady was just testifying to me about how when she was going through this dark time, everywhere she turned, she kept running into that scripture. Today, she's in complete remission. She made it through. You know, a lot of people change their lifestyles because of bad news. And bad news can shake us, and bad news can wake us up, but bad news can't sustain us. The only thing that can sustain us is good news. Maybe a doctor has told you that you're going to die. Or maybe somebody's told you that, well, you don't have that long. Or if you keep up this way, you're not going to make it. But here's the good news. You're going to live. You're not going to die. You're going to live. You're going to get healthy. You're going to get better. You're going to make different choices. And you are going to alter the course that your life has taken. You're going to live. God has plans for your life. You have a purpose. And don't ever give up hope. When you're fighting this fight, you got to remember, you're not making life changes because you're going to die. You're changing your life every day because you want to live. Because there's something to live for. And you can take the pessimism and turn it into optimism. And you'll begin to process things a little bit different. So that's my word for you today. You're going to live.